There we go. Now, on that rather revolting note, let's meet our special guest of the morning. He's going to drag us out of the gutter. It's one of the standout stars of this year's Celebrity Big Brother, the very charming Ollie Locke. Good morning. The maiden Chelsea star played a blinder to finish third place behind Dappy and Jim Davison. I suppose we've got to ask, but why do you think you did so well?
I don't like confrontation an awful lot, and so I think you just kind of stand back and you don't get involved in other people's problems because
you did sit back most of the time, didn't you?
Most of the time.
And then you had a moment where you gathered everybody around to share.
I did. I felt I needed to say something because I hadn't said anything yet, and everyone was saying, "Oh, you need to grow some whatevers," and I was like, "Okay, well," I was like, "Well, I'm going to say something then," and so suddenly that backfired entirely.
Well,
so
didn't it just because when Ollie did come out of his shell, Louisa, who we had here last Friday, had a go.
I personally found that quite embarrassing to listen to.
Well, all I want to do is just speak up for myself and just be like, "This is how I feel right now," and I haven't spoken up once in this house, and I sat there in the diary room today, and I've heard from them about it. I've heard everyone in here. I'm getting nominated for it, and I wanted to stand up and just say, "Okay, the nomination situation is because of this. It's just to try and make situations better."
Okay, for standing up. I'm still not entirely sure what her problem was.
Like, you know what? I don't either. It makes me look very manly with my beer in my hand.
Yes, it did. Yeah, like biker boy. And lucky you to be able to. I mean, in the middle of the house, you can drink all the way through it.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would look a lot better with a cocktail, wouldn't it? A little martini wouldn't have quite done the. With a beer, it was good.
Have you forgiven her for being so nasty to you?
Yes, I have. She's a tough cookie. But I tell you what, that's why she's successful in business. She's tough. And
what about the over experience? What did you enjoy most? What did you like least?
What did I like least? There's a lot of lonely moments. You have microphones in the loo. When you come up, you kind of sit there and you're like, "Oh, no one's listening to me. This is normal." So that's a weird moment. And yeah, there's nothing to read or write.
No.
And so you end up reading the back of a soap bottle every time you go to the loo, only to get mental stimulation somewhere else.
See, I got the impression that if you entered the house with any doubts about who you were, what you feel, what you think, how normal you are. In your case, after 3 weeks inside, you must have come out thinking, "I'm all right. I'm because you just seem to be balanced together and not anywhere near as nutty as some of the others in the house.
Well,
there's some crazy behaviour going on.
I think we all got a bit institutionalised, and I think we all went a little bit mad by the end.
Yeah.
And then halfway through, they sat there and were like, "Well, there's 5 more days." And you sit there and go, "What, they're adding 5 more days?" I was like, "Okay, well, we're all going mad here." But it worked nicely, and it by the end, there was nothing to talk about by the end.
No, because you spoke. I found that from the jungle. When you spent 3 weeks to strangers, you told them everything there is left to tell.
Yeah.
There is nothing
That you want to say on camera.
Yeah. Something from you, James, question-wise?
Yeah, do you think there's anyone that you're going to stay in contact with?
Yeah.
And who would it be?
I spoke to Jim last night. I'm seeing Casey this afternoon. Dappy rang me the other day.
Okay.
Dappy asked me where to get the fake tan from.
As if you would know.
I know. Yeah, certainly. There's a Sam, obviously, but there's.
Well, that was a peculiar moment because, and I didn't like it. It was when you declare you have feelings for Sam. Yeah. She responds saying she has feelings too, but she was lying because she was on a Big Brother mission. That was a very uncomfortable moment, I thought.
Well, that was awkward. I didn't really know what to do at that point because I thought, "Wow, this is good." I was like, everything's going my way. I was like, "This is brilliant." And suddenly it wasn't real. And so I went in a bit of a grump for about 24 hours.
Yeah, but I can understand that. What about, do you think you could fall in love on the right stuff? He says, because it being Valentine's Day, I thought we'd get a plate of spaghetti and we might share a little piece.
Well, that's a weird thing to do. Why not?
You grab that end. I'll grab this.
This is a weird moment in life.
Oh, very good. Who cooked that?
Who came up with that idea?
You agreed to
That
do
is
it.
terrible. Terrible. That's disgusting. That's like being cooked in oil. Now, oh, yuck.
That's probably the most action I'm getting today.
We could go more because I think we make the perfect couple.
Well,
Because you're mad on fishing as well.
Well,
Right?
I'm not. We're good.
Yeah, you've got a boat, a fishing boat.
I do, based in Portsmouth. Yeah, I go out and catch fish. People don't imagine this, really, but I go out deep sea fishing with
That's
my
a
dad.
great boat. Right, can I come?
You can, whenever you want.
Right, done.
Whenever you want.
We'll go in the sun. That is beautiful.
And that's us in Bali on the left as well.
But it wasn't going to be Bognor, was it?
Mahi.
Now, I don't know what you can tell me. Last time you were here, we were talking about your autobiography.
Yes.
Where next for Ollie Locke, then? What are we going to do next?
There's loads of discussions at the moment. There's really lots of fun stuff. I love the ideal of kind of making men look and feel better. So there's lots of discussions about that.
That's quite a nice idea, because we tend to have all the glamour shows tend to be aimed at women, don't they? So, yeah, one for men.
So we'll see.
Don't look at me like
We will
that.
see.
I'm fine.
Do you want to come in? You want to come and do one of the case studies?
I just want to get that
I think you look wonderful. Anyway.
No, you're not so bad yourself. Anyway, enough about this,
Get that
this
back
romance. Let's tell you what's coming up on our Valentine's